In 2011, Ring founder Jamie Siminoff almost lost it all. In the midst of his midlife entrepreneurial crisis, Jamie was working out of his garage in Los Angeles, trying to come up with a new business idea. He was incredibly determined to make an idea stick, to put an end to the late nights and constant anguish about providing for his 3-year-old son. He was so determined that he actually tried to push a product that could eliminate body odor by using a dietary supplement that consequently turned your stool green. Reviewers decided they'd rather have aluminium in their deodorant than morph into the Hulk. But you gotta give him credit. Despite having some bad ideas, this guy is a true entrepreneur through and through. While working in his garage, Jamie would get so focused on his work that he wouldn't hear the delivery drivers arrive at his front door. He thought to himself, why can't a doorbell just connect to your phone? Ring, at the very start, was simply an easy way for him to know when a package was being delivered. It was not a business idea. It didn't even have a name. After realizing how useful the concept of a Wi-Fi enabled video doorbell could be for other reasons, like home surveillance and monitoring porch pirates, Jamie knew it was a billion-dollar idea. He turned the video doorbell into a device that allows users to see and talk to visitors through their smartphones in real time, even if they're not at home. Within 1 year, Jamie engineered his DIY project into a manufactured device, calling it Doorbot. His friends thought it was simply a $200 toy, but his wife encouraged him to pursue it. So he went ahead and drained his bank account, ordering 5,000 units from a factory in Taiwan. Broke as a joke, Jamie went on Shark Tank in 2013 with the concept of Doorbot. He was praying for an investment of $700,000 in exchange for a 10% stake in his company. The Sharks predicted he would be successful, but wouldn't make more than $20 million in sales. Kevin O'Leary gave him a ridiculous offer of $700,000 for a 5% stake, plus a 10% royalty on all sales afterwards. Jamie knew this was a longer road to death. It wasn't a real investment opportunity. Even though Jamie went back to his garage tearful and empty-handed, he used the exposure as a stepping stone to take his business further and absolutely kill it. With the publicity from the show and an immediate $1 million boost in sales, Doorbot attracted investors like Richard Branson, Peter Pham, Goldman Sachs, Qualcomm Ventures and other big names, raising $5.5 million in funding. This enabled Jamie to rebrand Doorbot as Ring in 2014 and eventually skyrocket his product far beyond its original design. At this point, Jamie had maxed out his exposure from Shark Tank and needed to legitimize his business to raise more capital. And the only way to achieve legitimacy is to obtain status. Jamie needs to be perceived as reputable and credible so that potential customers and clients could trust him enough to purchase his products and work with him. Establishing a status in the market signifies that a business has long-term plans. Every business owner in 2023 knows that your status begins with an online presence, hence the term online status. So what gives a business peak online status? A powerful domain name. It signals authority. It signals importance. It signals money and success. It signals to customers and clients that you literally mean business. The shorter the domain name, the more powerful it is. It is well known in the marketing industry that 4-letter domain names, commonly referred to as quad or LLLL domain names, are very valuable because they are concise, memorable, extremely rare, and extremely brandable. Jamie had this insight. He knew that if you want to be a player in the market, you have to look like one. So Jamie rebranded from Doorbot to Ring in 2014, paying a whopping $1 million for the premium ring.com domain name from a domain squatter. Now, a short domain name isn't important just because it's easy to remember and worth a lot of money. It's also effective at reflecting a company's mission and story. A well-chosen domain helps to formulate a brand's identity and creates brand recognition, making it easily recognizable in the marketplace. It's definitely not something Jamie underestimated. According to Ring's blog, the company chose the name Ring because it has 2 meanings. Not just the sound a doorbell makes, but also the sense of security that a Ring doorbell system provides around the home. This was an incredibly smart rebrand because it's essentially a 2-for-1 brand deal that combines smart homes and safe homes. It gave Jamie the opportunity to lead his business in a more sustainable direction with endless room for growth. Doorbot was no longer limited to being just a cool tech gadget. It could now actually change people's lives for the better. Under the brand name Ring, he could combine his pre-existing smart home technology with the mission of creating safe homes and safer neighborhoods. enabling him to eventually launch a whole new line of Wi-Fi enabled home security products. But before Jamie could venture into new territory, he first had to refine the original doorbell in order to dominate the mass market. Given that the original product was engineered in his garage, it goes without saying that it was nowhere near the performance capacity of a product produced by a larger team at Apple or Google. Customers expect the products they're purchasing to be flawless, and the original Doorbot product was far from flawless. After 36% of customers left 1-star reviews on Amazon calling out the product for its poor picture quality, muffled sound, and lagging Wi-Fi connection, Jamie felt he was about to lose everything again. He decided it was time to start making house calls. It was the only way to fix the hardware issues without giving up completely. He knew deep down that truly innovative products are not perfect right off the bat. If it was too easy in the first round, then it wasn't innovative enough. After raising enough capital, Jamie made a deal with the Chinese iPhone manufacturer Foxconn to redesign and improve the doorbell. Foxconn also gave him a line of credit for the first 30,000 units at $100 a piece because they knew Ring was going to be a major game changer. Now that his design was airtight, Jamie could push for the big box stores and invest in TV ads. It was at this time Shaquille O'Neal saw a Ring doorbell in Best Buy and realized it was a far better deal than paying thousands of dollars for professional security systems. So he contacted Jamie to invest $200 million in his business and offered to help him with a new marketing campaign. With steady sales and cash flow, Jamie was now able to make his move into the home security market. Ring introduced motion-activated night vision cameras, motion-activated LED lights, a whole line of smart lights and bulbs that could be turned on and off from a user's phone, and even an alarm system with a backup battery and Wi-Fi system in case of a power outage. Offering a whole range of smart security features is what essentially drove Ring's 2017 revenue to $415 million, more than double the $170 million it banked in 2017. Home security was what ultimately took Ring to the next level, and the fact that Ring's products actually lowered crime rates by 55% within communities allowed Ring to create a loyal customer base. It hasn't been publicly disclosed why Jamie Siminoff specifically chose to sell Ring to Amazon in 2018, but generally speaking, there's 3 main reasons why a company founder is willing to sell their company to a larger corporation. 1, for the ability to scale the business more quickly. 2, for the opportunity to gain access to the resources and expertise of a larger organization. Or 3, to get a long overdue payday. The fact Jamie stayed on as CEO suggests it's a combination of all 3. That being said, we do know why Amazon bought Ring. Amazon has been expanding its capabilities in smart home and security, so of course they're going to buy out the top dog. By 2018, half a dozen copycat Ring doorbell brands had already begun to emerge on the market, namely brands owned by Google and, surprise surprise, Amazon. In fact, in December 2017, Amazon bought out Blink, a maker of wireless home security cameras, and was about to launch a new $99 video doorbell to undercut Ring's cheapest doorbell by a whopping $80. Google also planned to do the same thing with Nest, so it's no wonder Amazon felt obliged to buy Ring for $1 billion. Otherwise, Amazon wouldn't have been able to secure that top market position in the smart home security market. To wrap things up, Ring was not an overnight success, but it has experienced tremendous growth. In 2021, Ring sold over 1.7 million smart doorbells, giving it a significant lead over its competitors and established itself as the market leader in the smart home security game, and also making Ring the biggest miss of Shark Tank history. To put even more salt into the shark's wounds, Jamie came back on the show in 2019, not as a broke investor, but as a guest shark.